Uh, I seen that on the internet it says the real tribe of Gad found, and it's basically the Zulus. I mean, I'm not an expert on Zulus, but it's like, here's the thing: do they have any Hebrew customs? I'm not sure if they do. I mean, from what I read in King Solomon's Nights, King Solomon's Mines, the Zulu they're very much native peoples and a warrior type society, which they fit some of the characteristics, the whole shield and spear thing. But I mean, for that matter, so does the natives, because they literally made leather shields and spears and rode horses. There's another thing. I mean, I know this wasn't till later. I mean, people don't realize this. They think it's like super ancient history, but it's really only from like 500 years ago. A lot of, well, at least the native stuff that from my tribal history. Oh, it's on my glasses. From my tribal history, it's like they only were in America for like 600 years. There's a video called it's called Anishinaabe, and it's called Natural Sciences. It's like Nabi in Hebrew means prophet. You know what I'm saying? So Anishinaabe, you know what I'm saying? It's it seems like that's a very, sounds like a Hebrew word. And it means natural scientist. It just means like basically learning things from natural things from nature, and it's about speaking truth and not speaking too much, and about being honest and straightforward, and how to describe the world in the best possible manner that you can in the least amount of words. Which is pretty cool. I didn't know that until just recently. You got these the seven fires prophecy. I mean, here's the thing: prophecy is present in the Indian culture, but it was also present in the Zulu, according to the King Solomon's Mines, as well. But I'll tell you this: the medicine men that were in the Indian tribes, some of them, even though some of it is really, some of it's kind of way out there. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it can go either way. It could go from voodoo, you know what I'm saying, to an actual real biblical thing. Because that's the thing. A lot of people don't know this. Like, someone told me that maybe I should just become a pagan or a Wiccan and learn how to do Indian stuff. But it's like, wait a second, why should I have to go to the, you know what I'm saying, your Celtic type philosophy to learn about my Indian heritage? And I realize how deceived people are about that they consider Indian smudging things as pagan. And in all actuality, if you go to the Bible, and it's in, I think it's either in Numbers or Deuteronomy, but it talks about how the priests, if you slay someone with a knife, you have to take the knife and the clothes you wore to your priest, and he's supposed to wash them with water, and then he smokes them. Like literally, he puts smoke on them, just like the Indians do when they smudge. You know what I'm saying? So this biblical custom was present in the Indian society. There's also they would make sacrifices too, where they would cut an animal up a particular way, and then they would tie all the bones together and burn it in a real ritualistic fashion. And this is also, that's what you call a Levite. You know what I'm saying? Indians had Levites because the medicine men couldn't chill with everyone else, just like the Levites couldn't. They had to. Their camp was on the outside of the main body's camp. It would be like there's a cross, and in the southwest, northeast, northwest, and southwest, that's where the Levites would go. And the Levites are only there for each tribe to serve the tribe and keep a connection to God for the tribe, because the cares of this world makes it hard for you to hear from God. So that's what the Levite's job was to keep himself away from the regular riffraff so he could reserve himself for more weightier matters. You know what I'm saying? Once again, people don't know this. And here's another thing that the Indians definitely had, and it's Gad teareth at the crown with the arm, and the crown of the head with the arm. That's taking people's scalps. People don't realize this neither. And counting coup as well. David counted coup on Saul when he snuck up on him in a cave and he cut off a piece of his shirt and then he gave it to him and he was like, look, man, if I had ill will towards you, I could have killed you. I could have killed your dick. I don't want to kill you. I want to eat. Anyway, the Indians also would do this. That they get great honors for sneaking up on someone and touching them and then sneaking away, because it's a greater honor and it's harder to actually to go to battle and still show mercy than it is to actually go and scalp someone and take their fucking shit. You'll get 1 feather for that, but you get 2 for showing mercy, which is the Indians also, there you go. They were aware of mercy. There's another Hebrew principle. And once again, 2nd Ezra says that the Northern Kingdom, okay, if the Indians aren't Gad, the natives here, some of them, because look, you got to understand, dude, there's many different populations of people that came from a different bunch of parts and places. It's just like Islam wasn't even created. It was created in like 600 AD after death. You know what I'm saying? Not before Christ, after death. So, you know, they try to trick you and make you think that this is an ancient, from the beginning of time religion thing, and it's not really. You know what I'm saying? Once again, you know, here's another thing about the Indians. In our culture, in our language, or the terminology vernacular, they called God the Great Spirit. That's Gichi Manado. You know what I'm saying? And in Numbers, they call God the Lord of Spirits. And in Enoch as well, the Lord of Spirits. So the Indians had this same title for God as well. I don't know about Zulu. I don't know about the South African Zulu guys. If I'm still saying they could be. I don't know. But another thing that I find that's strange is that Gad's brother Asher, they wanted his mandrakes. Like they wanted like his gift. Like they wanted his birthright too. So Gad was from the beginning. It's like his other brother wanted to swindle him. You know what I'm saying? And also I've heard that the French are the tribe of Dan, and it talks about how they're a serpent that bites the horse and make the rider falleth backwards. He started off as a lion but ends as a snake. You know, and then the Indians, all their enemies were called of the names of the snake. Variations, derivatives of the word snake. Any enemy was a snake. And the French, even though they made an agreement, they kind of made a treaty with the French, and then the French betrayed them. It was just a magician's trick where the British and the fucking French pretended they were fighting each other, and that was really just to get the Indians riled up so they would go fight each other and kill each other off. You know what I'm saying? And this is another that's another kind of like it's kind of like in Balaam. Balaam couldn't curse the Israelites, but instead he helped plot a plan to take them down. And he's like, look, send all these fine looking chicks over there, and these dudes are going to do what they do, and then they take the blessing off themselves by us doing this. Same thing with the Indians. Oh, here's some firewater. Here's some guns, man. Go get revenge on your enemies.